Hi, Alan Stratton from As Wood Turns. This week's project is this little pear bowl. When I got this wood at the wood exchange in our wood turning club, it looked pretty ugly. It was kind of a half branch, very dry, very smelly actually. And I thought, well, is it really worth turning or is it not? Well, you tell me, is it worth turning? Sometimes you never know. So let's turn this pear. For this small block of dry pear, I'm using a screw chuck. I've drilled a shallow hole for the screw. Now I can turn the lathe on very slow speed. I'm holding the wood with my fingers downwind of the rotation and gently press onto the screw. At first sign of resistance, I let go. Engage the spindle lock and twist it on to seat it firmly against the chuck body. If you are new to wood turning, don't mount your wood this way. If your fingers are the wrong direction, you could hurt yourself. Now, using a large bowl gouge, I can start rounding off the blank. This is dry and hard wood, so it is slow going. But I try to approach from the side grain, or the bottom, for the easiest approach, and take small bites until the wood is round. Once it is round, I measure it for the mounting tenon, then cut the tenon. Then cut a recess above the tenon to guide my eye to form a smoothly flowing bottom through the mount. After that, I can refine the exterior. For this bowl, I'm cutting for a small flattish rim. Shear scraping refines the profile. Finally, I hand sand under power, starting with 80 grit, then up through 400 grit sandpaper. With the bowl reversed onto that tenon, I can start hollowing with my large bowl gouge. Often, I keep the live center in place. However, this bowl is small, so it would be in the way from the get-go. I use a combination of cuts from the rim and hogging cuts. Hogging cuts remove a lot of wood in a hurry, but do not leave the surface smooth or flowing. I always have to finish with a continuous cut from outer to inner. To gauge the wall thickness, I use my fingers and confirm with a Hollow Pro gauge. Actually, my fingers are pretty good calipers. Then hand sand under power up through 400 grit. This small bowl is a perfect fit to my large chuck jaws. Just to be safe, I wrap the rim with masking tape and gently mount it into the jaws. Perfect. The jaws are nearly closed. Now I can address the foot with my large bowl gouge. By the way, yes, my large bowl gouge is my first choice for almost all turning. Since I'm getting very close to a final, I'm checking with the Hollow Pro gouge. Finally, I can touch up with a hot box scraper before hand sanding under power up through 400 grit. I'm finishing this bowl with walnut oil. I guess I have to keep the fruits together, walnut and pear. The oil brightens the wood very nicely. Finally, I'm buffing the bowl. For the outside, I'm using the large buffs mounted to a hold-fast long buffing adapter. I've adapted these buffs with a small spacer and a bolt to match the adapter. For the inside, I'm using bowl buffs. The compounds are Tripoli, White Diamond, and Carnauba wax. The big challenge in buffing is keeping a good hold on the wood. Otherwise, it likes to take flight. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe on my website, tell your friends, and send me your comments and questions. Every week, I make a new wood turning video. Please wear your full face shield, even on small items. Until next week's video, this is Alan Stratton from As Wood Turns. My little bowl is cute. It has a very nice feel with a good weight. No, it is not very big, but the color and grain are very nice. I'm surprised that Pear did not have any cracks or checks to deal with. I like it.